you little sod. It's all right, he'll come
Why
down.
do rats give us the heebie-jeebies?
He's in the feeder. I bagged him.
Is it because they're scuttling scaly-tailed disease bundles? Is it that they're just too clever for their own good?
There he is. I know, he's dragging him off. Look.
Or they'll do anything to survive, showing no scruples, having a good old gnaw on your neighbour.
Look at that. I absolutely assure you he's not doing that to resuscitate him. Shooting rats is my all-time favourite thing to do. I love shooting rats. I love it.
Thanks to Infiray technology, we'll be able to shoot and study these wonderful little rodents at a safe distance at this fancy fowl yard.
The rats here have got everything they need. They've got shelter, food and water. And hate them though I do, you have to admire them, because if they have those three things anywhere, pretty much, they'll exploit them and you'll have rats. And they've got a lot of rats here.
Are you squeamish about rats then?
Not remotely squeamish, but I'm not an idiot. I don't pick them up with my hands. I pick them up with a litter picker thing. I've studied them. Over 40% of brown rats carry Weil's disease, plus other pathogens. You have to respect what they can do to you. So it's no good being all butch and picking them up with your hands. People pick them up by the tips of their tails, which is what they drag through all the viral infected wee and mud and water and stuff that they run through all the time. Two of my friends and two of the dogs that friends have owned have had Weil's disease, and they used to call it in the old days, call it rat catcher's yellows, because it shuts down, I think it's the liver. I always get the liver and the kidney mixed up. I think it's the liver. And you go yellow because it doesn't do its job properly. They used to call it rat catcher's yellows because they all had it in Victorian Edwardian times. It's not a pleasant thing. It really isn't a pleasant thing, and I'm the sort of, I wouldn't look good in yellow, would I? Let's be honest. A healthy tan I'm okay with, but bright yellow, I'd look more like Homer Simpson than I do now.
For many of you, Terry will need no introduction. For those of you who have never met El-Tel, some say the former Editor-in-Chief of Airgun World sprinkles 177s on his Weetabix and has 3 teaspoons of 2-2 in his tea.
Take that small kill out.
Earlier in the day, Terry had taken the RTI Arms P3 air rifle to the range to get everything set up and prepared.
This is the Tube TD70L version 2 day-night scope from Infiray. Basically, it's a night vision scope that works in the daytime. It's got variable reticles on it. It's got superb clarity of vision. It's got magnification up to 22 from 5.5. Love the plane. You've got to love the plane. It's probably Charlie's private jet we're listening to. That's what it is.
He said he's going to come by.
That's what it is. There he is waving out the back. Yeah, side lever. For some bonkers reason, the lever's on the left-hand side. Only one that I know of that is, but you get used to that. Fully regulated. 14-shot 177, heavily silenced. But the real deal is this thing. The first time I've used it was this very morning. I've been at Bisley all day, been very busy, and here's what I've achieved.
Oh.
You see, there's the reticle, and there's all my aim points. Because the scope is a fair distance from the barrel, you get a sort of a sight line, flight line disparity, which is great for longer range shots, not so brilliant for the close range stuff, but I'm making no excuses. They're going to be rested shots. I'm going to know where they are, and every pellet will land within a 177 pellet diameter of where I want it to land.
As well as the day-night TD70L V2 scope, we have at our disposal the Infiray IEH35 thermal spotter, which will be operated by our friend and colleague Dan, who, thanks to the new audio capabilities, will unwittingly be providing commentary.
Oh, he's ready. Go and have it. He's ready.
As Terry also enjoys his carp fishing, he has come prepared with a comfortable seat. He also has comfortable shoes. That's a burden he has to bear in the name of charity.
Here's something that's brilliantly simple, and it should be universal. This is an infrared torch, okay, an infrared lamp. Normally, to make sure they're off, you actually have to be looking through the night vision unit itself. But here's a mad idea someone's come up with. Look, a little light on the back, to tell you whether it's on or off, because the only other way of doing it is staring down the wrong end of it and seeing a glowing filament, which you should never, ever, ever do. So that is brilliant. Simply brilliant.
So let's start targeting these rats. The hope is they'll get less jumpy as it gets dark.
Here he comes. It's him. Nice.
Trophy rat.
A fine rat, one worth mounting, I think. Not in that way.
A Charlie champagne bucket.
Yeah, I think it is, yeah. It looks a little small for Charlie's champagne bucket, but I think it'd accommodate 2 Magna. Here he comes, here he comes. Come out, come out, come out. Come and face me. A little bit more. Here he comes. Come on. A little bit more. Here we go. Rolled him over, lovely. A little bit more. Here we go. He's eating him. He's eating him. There's one behind him.
The other one is still in the burrow.
Round of applause there from the chicken. Very nice. It's all right, chaps. Well done. Yeah, thank you.
As we're getting some action, Terry needs to reload the 14-shot magazine. He has an easy-to-remember pellet checking technique.
See, I'm giving them the bogey roll.
Oh, right.
Yes, there is a reason for that. I can feel bent ones. If you feel they're bent, the skirts are bent, and you can just discard them. It's called the bogey roll technique.
I love that.
It's very low tech, but
In front of the bin.
With a momentary lull, Dan suggests we head through into the next dooryard, as it's showing promise through the spotter.
stone dead. That's him.
Yeah, please get it, 'cause that's a biggie.
He's right. There's even the rat equivalent of Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible.
There he is. He's on the it's climbing up, climbing right up. He's climbing on top of the pen. On the cage, second cage, third cage, fourth cage, fifth cage. Oh, there's another one on the top as well, sixth cage. There's one on the top and right, it's right on the top. There he is, there he is. Look at the size of him.
Good Lord. It's a monster. Yeah, I could have done him going down the pipe. He's
The rats
absolutely
keep
dead.
coming and we keep shooting until rain stops play. Our bucket full of rats has filled nicely. Not all are accounted for, with some of the fallen missing, presumed eaten.
Take these home for Charlie. No, it's great to be back. It's really great to be back and doing this. We'll do, with your permission, we'll do some more stuff. I want to, for myself, I want to leave a bit of a legacy. You know, all these years I've been doing this, and various forms of air gunning. I'd like to pass on what I've learned. I really would. And if I can sort of use your wonderful channel to do that, I'm sure there'll be some stuff out there for people to enjoy and to help them become better at this wonderful, wonderful sport of ours.
That shot across.
It has been an exciting evening with great results. Solid preparation and good kit has delivered. For more information about the Infiray range of scopes, including the new TD70L V2 and spotters, go to infirayuk.co.uk, available at all Infiray stockists.